Welcome back to the cutest podcast in all of Wraith. Welcome back to Pitch Perfect. You're here with your hosts Kiki and Elaine.
Hi.
And today we are once again joined by our good friend Carolina. She was the first ever cosplay contest winner, the inaugural World's cosplay winner, and a judge at World Tour London.
Absolutely. And I flex. Flex.
And you flex.
Hi.
We're not cutting that.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be back, and I hope I don't cry this time.
I mean, here's hoping, but no promises, right?
Yeah, no promises at all. Sorry.
So, for those who didn't catch our previous episode with you, would you like to introduce yourself real quick?
For me, hi, I'm Carolina. I'm a cosplayer. I'm a great cosplayer sometimes. Sometimes horrible cosplayer. Sometimes I blunder miserably. But yeah, I'm a cosplayer. I've been cosplaying for about 3 years. And I don't intend on stopping anytime soon.
Good. We wouldn't want you to stop. You're too important.
Yeah, no.
You slay too.
Play.
Yeah. Just one of your cosplays anyway, specifically. So here on the Pitch Perfect podcast, we talk about Flesh and Blood here and there, occasionally. And occasionally we play Flesh and Blood. So here's a little segment where we talk about what we've done this previous week, or I guess 2 weeks now, because it's been that long since we actually recorded. Who wants to go first?
I can go first because mine's probably the shortest.
Go on.
Yeah. So I have not played a single game. Zero. Because it is spoiler season. And during spoiler seasons, I go full steam ahead, full head lock-in mode. I isolate myself in a little bubble, okay? Because I need to make an entire costume in 2 weeks. So I isolate myself in a little bubble. And I don't go outside. I go to work. I come back home. I make the costume. And I just finished it 2 days ago. And I shot it yesterday or 2 days ago as well. Finished it same day, shot it. And yeah, so that's all I've been doing is getting ready for spoiler season, high seas spoiler season for the past 2 weeks. And yeah, I watched The Battle Hardened. I watched Rhea and Ellie cast during my little crafting time, and it was fun.
Cute. I'm really excited to see what you come up with for your
I'm not. I
spoiler.
haven't seen those photos yet.
Yeah.
Supposed to be posted tomorrow. I don't know what they look like.
But I had the exact same 2 weeks in Flesh and Blood because I also was crafting a cosplay for the spoiler. That one's already out though. Came out yesterday at the time we were recording this. So go look at it. I was really happy with how the shoot came out. And yeah, same thing, finished it that morning. And then, I say finished it that morning for photos. I'm planning on wearing it for the US High Seas Nats release the weekend of Nationals. Anyway, but I think there is some things that need to be adjusted with it for me to be able to wear it in a convention hall. Yeah. No, just at a convention
It's Vegas,
hall,
baby. It's Vegas, baby. Go walk around in a G-string. No one will bat an eye.
I just would want to make some adjustments for my own comfort. So there's a few things I think I'd want to adjust to it, but also, and I'm gonna be making another cosplay for US Vegas that I don't know, by the grace of God, I really need the cosplay gods to shine down on me for that one to be done on time. We'll see.
You're so weird.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's just been spoiler and cosplay and also finals on top of that. So I really haven't had time to play Flesh and Blood, but graduate in 24 hours.
So soon. In regards to my last fortnight of Flesh and Blood, we were kind of similar boat as you. My portion of the podcast stuff got recorded. We posted it technically Thursday morning New Zealand time, and by that it's 2 in the morning New Zealand time. Literally recorded my part on the Tuesday morning, and then just spent that night editing it. So literally like the day off kind of thing. It was fine. It was all good. That was a lot of fun, and the reason why it was postponed so long because it was like the weather, and then ended up top baiting a pro quest. Is that what they're called? Yeah. I don't know. It was like the first time I'd played in like 3 weeks, and I was like feeling myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing great. Like, no one can stop me. Nothing can touch me. And then I came up against my teammate who was on Brute, and I was of course on Prism, and I died. But it was fun. It was a good time.
Kiki, you had that. You had that one song.
Actually
You
playing
had that
Flash
one
and Blood.
song. It's like the "She's feeling current," and then Brute just came and killed your vibe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Exactly. 100%.
Killed it.
100%. The top 8 photo, if you've seen that, looks really suspect on like me and my teammates' part, and like for reference, they're on their knees and we're like in front of everyone, and I put my hand on their shoulder and I had no idea that the photo's gonna come out looking that suspect. You can find that on my Bluesky if you want to see that
A little
photo.
femdom moment.
But my boss sent me the picture. He's like, yeah, use this under the top 8. I'm like, are you sure of this photo?
Are
Like,
you sure about that?
I can. Yeah, so that was my Fortnite in Flesh and Blood. I also watched the Battle Hardened. It was a great time to watch that.
Oh, I watched that too. While I was crafting.
There
It's
we
great
go,
crafting
see?
material.
We all love it. And speaking of, I actually wouldn't know.
I love when there's a
Put it
stream
on.
on that I can just like be there doing my little thing, watching games. Like, yeah, that's the best.
Now I feel left out.
Well, why
Like, I
didn't you
don't-
watch the stream, Mama?
I mean, it's fine. It's okay. I did watch the stream. My creative outlet is editing videos
Exactly,
currently,
that's your
which is
crafting.
not good for watching things simultaneously.
Put it in the background. You don't
What
got
did you
brain
do while
rot.
You could paint your nails.
You have
I
to
while
put
could.
in
watch the
3 different
stream.
forms of media.
Yeah.
You gotta put music. You gotta put stream.
Yeah,
Then you gotta
but,
edit
like,
it.
I have like the stream and I'll say my Spotify musical playlist is on while the stream is
And then-
going.
and then
I'm
every 10
singing,
minutes, I
I'm
pick up my phone and I
gluing,
watch
I'm
TikTok.
sewing. My yeah.
I mean, I relate to all of this, and I do, like, trust me, but, like, it's really hard to edit sound when you're listening to 4 different things at once.
No, it is. I'll say I usually like if I'm editing sound while I'm doing other things, I have like a headphone, like one headphone in with the sound I'm
Right,
editing.
and the other
Yeah.
is funny.
And then it's
You're
like,
listening to music.
Because I try and put myself in. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, well, this is how I listen to podcasts. This is how, like, I have 4 things going at once. So, like, I'm just trying to put myself in the mindset of our viewers and assuming they do the same. And so it's like, if the audio quality is
No, you're
good in
editing.
this
Just
one-
like if it's not entertaining enough for
While
me
I
to
have
have
other
2
things
different
going
forms
on,
of
it's
media
gonna be
on, then
great.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want it. Yeah. If it's not like, yeah, if the sound's not good enough, if it's not
You're like
entertaining
boring.
enough, this
Time
is
to
how
put
I
in
check
2x
it.
speed.
This is unhinged. And, like, our inability to concentrate is making, like, people our age and younger, like, we'd be excellent DJs, like, at this point. Well, except for me, because I can't
Why
do
couldn't
it.
you? No, you would be able to do it.
You know.
Yeah, I should get in and DJ.
I DJ with Subway Surfers
Yeah.
in the background,
You know.
but it's live feed of me playing Subway Surfers. I'm doing full DJ set where I'm doing everything and mixing live, but then all my visuals are also live because it's me on my iPad playing Subway Surfers.
Thumbs up.
Did you do that?
Where did that come from?
For anyone who's, like, actually watching the YouTube portion of this, we did not edit that in. We don't know how that happened.
Oh god, I'm crying.
It was summer and like suddenly like fireworks appeared. And then, like, we unlocked these features.
If I-
All right.
Such a subject.
well, you know, there
Round
was a segue
Round-
before this. Speaking of the Battle Hardened, that is our shoutouts for this episode in theory. There should be a lot more because it's been 2 weeks now. But like you mentioned, we did have Ellie and Rhea casting the Battle Hardened. in addition to that, we had Kasai winning and Aurora hitting Living Legend. So we stand our woman in Flesh and Blood. So congratulations to all of those representatives for being amazing, both in the World of Wraith and in person.
Rip girl. Rip.
We are actually a whole week after that. We're in spoiler season now. By the time this comes out, we're going to be past spoiler season, I guess. So,
Yeah.
I guess an additional shout out to, there's a lot of them, but the
shout out
kind of
our
women and
shout
NBs
out
who
our
are doing
female representation.
previews.
Absolutely. Shout out to our cosplayers that are doing that, because now we have a lot more. Exactly. Shout out to Tora and Elaine and Rachel and whoever else decides to cosplay that I haven't seen yet, because it is Thursday. So edit me in. Wait, hold on. I'm going to name everybody.
Do you just want to say everyone's name and then we're going to cut them out?
Absolutely, I will do that. Hold on, now I need to bring up the page. How? No, it was in my tab already. That was so fast. I just looked up Fab TCG and it went Fab TCG articles, high seas previews. It finished it for me.
And
I think there's an AI in a computer. Anyways, it's listening to me.
It's listening.
As should all of our viewers.
Shout out Tora and Elaine. Let's shout out Rachel. I think, honestly, hold on. My inside sources, my diva gossip hours.
Liv.
Shout out Liv. Shout out Liv.
Yeah. Liv's one was fantastic.
Shout out Jackie at the Fab Workshop. At the wait, hold on. Shout out Jackie at the Fab Workshop. Absolutely. Snaps to you, baby girl. Snaps to you. Shout out. Shout out Fiendel Cafe. Love that couple. Period. Shout out Yuki Lee Bender. Shout out Andre Mangucci, because I like his food content. It's the only content.
When I stopped
watch him.
When I stopped playing Magic, he was still like the only Magic player I just would watch the videos of anyway. So
love that food content, baby.
I'm excited that he's in Flesh and Blood.
Love that food content.
Yeah. Mangu cuisine. Hashtag. Well, unfortunately, Mangu's food isn't what we're actually here for. If he wants to ever come on the show, like, we can figure that out, you know? Hit us up. But what we're actually here for is you, Carolina.
Unfortunately, I guess.
So why don't we talk about you, babe?
Yeah, I'd love to talk about me.
Unfortunately for, like, you know, one of our, like, top most viewed guests that we've had on this podcast.
Yeah, it's because I was crying, girl.
Like, historically.
I was crying. What?
You know what the people want.
Views, and we are all three of them.
I'm at least like 6 of them when I'm trying to like finish the bio. So
run it back again.
Just keep watching it. Go back and edit the bio.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure that I've got the timestamps right. Okay, like, you know, it's important. I say as I've skipped like 2 of the last 3 of them. But okay, so Carolina, first of all, why do you cosplay? What is it about Flesh and Blood in particular? Yeah, what is about Flesh and Blood in particular that makes you want to cosplay Flesh and Blood specifically?
Girl, spite. I'm sorry. That was too pointed. That was too pointed.
What?
I'm sorry.
No, carry on. We're honest. We're truthful here. You know?
No, I mean,
it can be spite if you want.
I am gonna be honest with you, because the reason why I've been like running it so hot lately, because I've been working on 3 costumes at the exact same time, and only one of them is fab related. I finished the fab costume in like a week because I ran so hot. Like I had the drive to do it because it's something that I love. And the other 2 costumes, I will say it is a game that I love to play and a IP that I consume on the regular. It's my other interest. Okay, it's Marvel Rivals, and I have been a fan of Marvel comics and the MCU and the game Marvel Rivals since before Fab ever became a thing. I cannot make that costume. I will literally have to sit myself down and force myself to make it because I don't have the drive. And I have never felt that when I have made a Fab DCG costume. It like the art just compels me and shoots me towards finishing it. And it's almost impossible for me to do that with any other cosplay. And that's the only reason why it took me so long to start cosplaying, because I'm like, oh, I've always wanted to make a costume. I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to do that. Like, that would be a fun cosplay. It's like an anime or something. And I just never found the drive to do it. And for Fab, I never had to find the drive. It just always came to me naturally.
Yeah, the Flesh and Blood art is just like above and beyond. Like, as someone who also cosplays a bit in this space, it's just a little depressing every time I'm like, oh, I have time to make a cosplay. What cosplay should I make? And open my notes app and see, because every time it's reveal season right now. I see a new card that drops.
I'm one.
Like that card, I want to cosplay it. I have like a notes app on my phone, and I'm like,
no, this is my favorite.
Go add it in, and it's like the notes app. Like I have to scroll to see them all, and it's like, no matter how long this goes on, I'll never get to do all these, and that's really depressing because like there's just too many good arts in this game. That's like, I want that. I just
need
have
to look like that right there.
It's
that one right there.
Captivating.
That one. Yeah. No, that's like that's my favorite part of the spoiler season is that I get to make a costume, and on top of that, I get to see all of the new like goodies for me to make. Like I grab it, I go, mine now, and then I put it in my bosom.
No, literally, someone this morning like sent me. I was like, "Whoa, did you see this card?" And I was like, "It's already in my notes app."
But that's me with my 3 ally.
It's already in my notes.
Yui spoiler, Yui spoiler, the one that's like the Soyame ally. I'm like, exactly.
It's the one with the white hair, right?
Yes, the one that looks like every other Soyame character, just in a different outfit.
What if don't fix it?
Yeah.
Broke, right?
Like, it's definitely not the same face as the girl from Aether Drift. No, what's that one called?
The Chandra?
No, that one card.
Do you mean the Stoneforge Mystic?
No.
From like
I can't remember. It's like an unplayable almost.
It might be on my cosplay.
Hold on, let me put blonde. She's like this. I think it's a wizard card.
Yeah, Aether.
It literally,
I have it in my cosplay.
It's in everyone's cosplay notes, girl. It's in everybody's.
Oh shoot! I remember when it was spoiled too, and it got added into this notes app.
Blessing of Aether.
Blessing of Aether? Is it Blessing of Aether? Is that the one?
Oh.
You can. I love Soyame's art. You can always tell which one's hers based on the eyes. It's always the eyes. And the way she draws hair.
There you go. She's just.
I mean, she's so good at it.
Like,
she's so good at it.
Cosplay like material.
But like, I love seeing the way different artists. I love seeing the way that different artists draw women. Honestly, because you can tell whether they love women or whether they hate women.
Yeah, Kelpie was also one that was added to my cosplay.
I got Tip the Barkeep.
That would be like.
That's my new favorite. I love her. Why do we have the same?
Right there.
Tip the Barkeep. I was looking at her. I was like, why do we have the same shaped head?
What?
I'm not joking.
Maybe it's.
We have the same shaped head. We got those like little. Those like.
We
got that little like pretty cheeks, but then it's like a pointed jaw. Go. And we got that face where like.
I don't know if I've seen.
You do actually. Yeah.
You've
seen it, Kiki. I know you.
No, I literally haven't seen this card before.
Yeah, I've literally never seen her in my entire life.
This is the first time I'm seeing this card.
Who the hell is that bitch?
No. No, you've seen it.
When would I have seen this? Is this like
yeah,
recent?
it was the first thing posted
It came
before
out
spoiler
yesterday?
season started. The first thing.
Oh,
No.
wait. This is also whatever.
This is Wednesday 2 p.m.
whatever
I would have been at
clicked
work,
on.
like not paying attention. I don't go on my social media. There's
I'm
another
not
code
on my
spoiled here as
phone
well.
during work.
I was texting you.
I don't
Wait,
go
I'm
on my phone.
I do go on
during
my phone at work, but like I'm
I was saying.
okay. Like if I'm being real, like there was the NBA playoffs at the time, and that's what I
Wait,
was paying
also-
Do you
attention
want the
to.
Knicks
Like
to win,
I was
or
definitely
do you
on
want
my
the
phone.
Celtics to win?
I am a Lakers fan, so I want the Knicks to win.
You're just like Kendall and Kylie.
Like I'm
You're
a
literally
Celtics hater.
so Kendall and Kylie right now. Oh my god. You're literally
I mean, like I also
I
like
don't
the
know
Knicks
what's
to an
going
extent.
on.
you're
but,
literally a
like,
California
I never want
baddie.
Boston to
You're
win
literally
anything.
a California baddie rooting off the Knicks. You're white. Tweet.
I'm-
You know, if that's my brand, like I'm happy with that. I'm fine with
Cut that out. Cut that out.
I don't know what's going.
This may be the first time we talk about sports on the Pitch Perfect podcast.
Go next.
Go next. Since my Lakers are out anyway.
No, we don't like the Lakers. Their name doesn't make sense.
It's because they're from Minnesota.
Yeah, the land of the Great Lakes.
We don't need to go into that, but
Why are the Minnesota the Wolves?
yeah, and that's where like the,
I hate that. That is one of my biggest gripes is when a team moves. A team is bought and then moves and their name just doesn't make sense anymore. Boston Celtics.
yeah they
fair
could
enough.
change it, but they
Fair
didn't.
enough. Boston Celtics. Fair enough. Lakers. It only makes sense because of the LA. That's the only reason why people don't question it. Lakers. LA Lakers.
Mhm.
Doesn't make sense if you really think about it because they're originally
It
from
sounds good.
Minnesota. But also Timberwolves, Utah Jazz,
I've never been.
Utah Jazz. Utah doesn't like music. They have 3 sold out nights of
No.
Benson Boone. You think they like music?
Food. Oh my god. Okay.
No.
That really got me. That really got me.
I need to apologize. It's okay.
I'm sorry to Benson Boone.
And the state
no,
of
no
Utah.
sorries to the state of Utah. No sorry. They got swig up there. They have
All of our Utah listeners just dropped off.
Yeah,
add all of
Carolina
your Utah.
does not
Actually-
represent our point of view on the state of Utah.
Listen to this. If you listen to this podcast and you're from Utah, I want you to comment down below. Do you actually enjoy swig, or is that propaganda? Thank you. Thank you very much.
What's that?
So
What?
okay, so
I'm gonna have to
Ut-
Google that before I post
Utah
this.
is a predominantly Mormon state, okay, especially like Salt Lake City
Mhm.
and all of the
Mhm.
major metropolises
Yeah.
are predominantly Mormon, and Mormons can't have coffee, okay? So they have this thing called swig, which is a soda, as like a drive-through soda thing, where you can make your own concoctions of soda mixed with syrups and cream. It's like a Starbucks,
Oh.
but only
Okay.
soda.
It's like a
Soda.
restaurant for
Only
like
soda.
You know when you were a kid and
Yes.
you just go like,
Yes. Yes.
until your cup was full.
Yeah, and they have some
like that.
diabolical concoctions on their menu. Diabolical. Like, oh, I need to bring some up. Because they are insane. Insane.
We're so off topic.
no,
but I
this
feel
is
like I'm
on
learning
topic.
something.
girl.
I'm learning
No,
about
this is
a whole
on topic.
new like.
This has been in my mind.
The question was, why do you cosplay Fab?
Why do you cosplay Fab? Fuck swing.
We're talking about a swig menu. Anyway, but I do want to hear.
So the number one item on their swig is actually, let's do the citrus sunrise, which is their seasonal.
That sounds like some sort of slang, right? Like, yo, I'm on my swig right now.
All right, baddies, I gotta go. I'm on my swig right now. Water, raspberry puree, sugar-free mango, sugar-free vanilla, fresh orange, coconut cream. That's their seasonal menu. It's like literally water talk. Yeah, it's literally water talk.
This sounds like something on
Dr.
Water
Pepper,
Talk.
coconut, pineapple, vanilla cream.
Oh,
Dirty little
it's Water
secret.
Talk IRL.
Then we got
This is
the Ring King. Let's look up the Ring King. Dr. Pepper, cupcake, strawberry puree, vanilla cream.
Oh. I did not think you said.
What did you think?
And you said cupcake.
We can move on.
Or a different C word?
It's called the Ring King.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, who the hell? People are going.
Okay,
People are going every day and getting the Ring King.
Not for children.
The Ring King. Mm-mm.
They can
Not
just
in
call
my
me.
godly
You
state
know?
of Utah. No. No. All I gotta say.
So,
Okay. So you've championed the cosplay community for a while.
yeah, you're doing so good. I'm proud of you.
Can't do this. You like this should just be this short, like me just crying, trying to get through this question.
They can be. Oh, I'll make.
Okay, hold on.
It's either that or it's just me Carolina repeating the word Ring King for like a minute and a half.
Ring King.
Nightmare.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
Be cool.
Okay,
Be cool.
You've championed the cosplay community for a while and seen it grow from strength to strength. How does it make you feel to see it becoming a beloved art form in Flesh and Blood? And what do you think it adds to the game and this?
I think it
and to the community. Thank you.
I love the course that we're going on right now. I do feel like we're not done. I feel like it can be bigger. I feel like we can make different strides, and I feel like we can aim for a higher level and a higher quality when it comes to at least the cosplay contest and the way that it's put together and the way that everything kind of goes together. I have a lot of different ideas for it, and sometimes I wish that they would listen to me a bit more. But I love the trajectory that we're on, so I really can't complain all that much. It makes me so happy to see other people get into cosplay. You know, it makes me happy. It's like the Fab TCG play to cosplay pipeline. Because one way or another, girls
Yeah.
and boys and everything in between, you're gonna cosplay, and I'm gonna make you. Okay, I'm like the Thanos of cosplay. Okay, I get close to you, I touch you, you're cosplaying. Yeah. But anyways, what?
The threat?
This is a threat.
I said this is a threat.
I touch you with my finger, you're cosplaying. Yes, exactly. Yes. Anyways, but
the cheese touch of cosplay.
exactly. No, but
It's just giving Edna
it
mode
really is, yeah.
right now.
No, I love the way that we're going. I have some ideas. I am judging US Nat, so I hope I can bring a few of my ideas to that as well. I want more people to show up in cosplay, even when they're not just competing. I want them to do it for fun. One of my favorite things to do, especially early on when I had time to play like these big events and I had time to like play in the calling or do that, and my cosplays weren't as big and uncomfortable because now my cosplays have gotten out of hand and I can't sit in them. I loved playing in callings in cosplay. It was my favorite thing to do. I loved getting up super early, getting ready, showing up to the table in full garb. Like, it was my favorite activity. I loved interacting with the people. I loved the way that people would I loved the compliments. Exactly. But yeah, I want more people to cosplay casually, and I feel like we can strive to go more towards the it's okay to cosplay and not compete. It's okay to just show up in a cute little outfit or a scary little outfit or a horrible outfit and play. Like, I think that's the way that we should go. I want more people to, even if you are competing, show up a little bit earlier. Have fun. Because you spend a lot of time making this. I don't think you're doing yourself a favor by showing up an hour before the competition and staying there for an hour. Like, get your money's worth, girl. Get your money's worth. Show up that morning. Plan an event. Show up. Like, treat it like a con. Because there is a lot to do. I want you to play in these events with this cosplay. I know that it'll be fun. I know you're going to have a really good time. Cosplay doesn't have to be restrictive. You can just do it. You can just show up a little earlier. If you want to compete, please compete, but also go play. Go play. Go do your daily things. It's like a pair of demonias. I'm not going in on that.
Well put. Yeah, Rachel kind of mentioned it on She Was On as well, that like one of her favorite cosplays was when she did it with you for the Fiendl's Fighting Spirit. And there was no contest there, you're doing it for the love of the game, you know? Like,
no, that was my favorite, and honestly might have been my favorite
what
experience in cosplay in a very long time. I didn't have the stress on me. I just walked around, I took funny pictures, I was working that event, weirdly enough, now that I remember it. So I was working in cosplay, I was working at a booth.
Yeah.
But I still had so much fun. Like, I still got to interact with people for hours and spending hours in cosplay. Love it. Casually. This is just my regular clothes at this point. These are just my regular clothes, and I love it. I love it. I love going up to people. I love it when people come up to me and they're like, "I love your cosplay." I'm like, "What are you talking about? This is just mine."
It's so fun. Like,
I have no
I'm
idea
just
what you're talking about.
customizing my avatar right now. I don't like.
would you wear one out? Just, this isn't actually part of the thing, but
Would I
just
wear a cosplay out?
wear it out?
Yeah, so actually I've started wearing my cosplays in public whenever I need to shoot them.
Yeah.
So if I want to go get ice cream or some like McDonald's after, I'll do it. I don't even care anymore. Like, I am so hungry. I did not eat before this shoot. I need some food immediately. Like, immediately. I wore my Marlin jacket the other day because it's a jacket. It was cold outside and I'm going to get my money's worth. It was like $400 in material to make that jacket. Like, I am getting my money's worth. Okay. But I wore it out. I went to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Anyways, I went to the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and this girl, I'm wearing this jacket. I'm in the drive-thru. You don't see the entire thing. You just see the aggressive collar, okay? And I order, and she's like, "So are you going? What was it? Oh, so are you going to the Narnia convention?" I'm like, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" Apparently, there actually was a Narnia meetup happening. And she had seen other people. But I took so much offense to that. I was like, I said, no, I'm not. This is just what I look like. And then I went to work later. No, it doesn't end there.
Wow.
And then I went to work later and I walk in and my coworker immediately starts laughing. And I'm like, "What the fuck are you looking at? The fuck are you looking at?" And he's like, no, I have nothing to say about your George Washington jacket. Pissed me off. I almost hit him. I owe
I'm glad you didn't.
I do.
Yeah, we don't condone violence.
The jacket is fire, though, to be fair. Like, wait, what?
Wait.
Yeah.
Did you say
Yeah.
you would hit your coworker?
No.
Yeah, you did. Would you say that's like pushing the
No.
boundaries? Kind of like how you're not afraid to push the boundaries when making cosplays
Back on
uniquely
track.
yours. For example, what you've done to Chain and all of them, femming them up with your own spin, making met
Love.
folks wear them. Is it important for you to make cosplays a reflection of yourself? How does it compare to something like your spoiler cosplays where you're trying to replicate the art that you're given as truthfully as possible?
No. So I don't even care about being truthfully myself anymore. That's the old me. No. I want to look either 3 options. Cool. Cunty.
Obviously, yeah.
Or scary. 3 options. Okay?
Okay.
Myself, not one of
Yeah.
them. Not one of
No,
them.
those are-
please,
yeah.
please. Dan, there is no thumbs down bubble. Oops.
That's so real.
No, that's
yeah.
real. I
That's so real.
I know
Yes.
that I am myself
That's
deep
really
down,
real.
no matter what I'm wearing. So if I want to embody a character, I don't think about, oh, am I gonna still look like myself? I don't care. No, I want to look cool. And I'm not saying I'm not cool on the inside. I'm not saying my heart isn't cool. How dare me not have a cool heart? But I know who I am. So I can change whatever I look like. Pushing the boundaries is honestly what I love doing. I do love pushing the boundaries, and I love pushing myself to figure out if I can do a new skill or if I could crack this new thing. I'm getting into wig spiking and wig styling right now, which is horrible. I just threw away 2 wigs. But I'm doing it. Oh, it's going horribly.
You're learning.
Oh, it's devastating. It is devastating. But I'm doing it, and that's all that matters. But yeah, pushing the boundaries,
That's
I
correct.
love it. Also, me putting Matt Folks in cosplay. You know what? Things just happen. He hasn't been in a cosplay lately. He's only been in 3 of them. Or 2 of them.
Yeah?
They're
2 of
all
them are
right.
yours?
Yeah.
I still remember, like, just waking up,
But you
getting
weren't
out
there
of,
for
like...
that.
Oh, no. Like, I was woken up... I was woken up by either you or Frank, and it was, like, because you needed to borrow my deck or something, because
Oh my
Matt was
God,
using yours or
forgot about
something.
that.
Or
Yeah.
something along those lines. And I just
Oh my
remember
God,
hearing the
okay,
phrase.
old story.
I just remember hearing the phrase, Matt's wearing the chain costume. I'm like,
okay,
what the fuck?
I'm trying to recount these events. You, me, Frank, were all in an Airbnb that I paid for it. So
Yeah.
that's the disclaimer. The disclaimer was the Airbnb was in my name. So if anything bad happened to it, I would have been in trouble. Okay. So I had multiple parties there throughout the weekend. Yes, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, also our Airbnb was on top of a liquor store, so why wouldn't I? Obviously, duh.
Yeah,
So
it just
we
makes
just
sense.
had like a rotating
great.
amount of people just like sleep on the floor. Like I think I was sleeping on the couch. But it was my Airbnb.
Yes.
But I was sleeping on the couch. Kiki and their partner, they had a room because obviously I'm gonna give them a room. Frank had a room, and one night, Folks was there, and his phone died, and so he was just like, "I'm gonna sleep in the room with Frank." And I'm like, "Why am I me? I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. I don't care as long as I don't get fined." And so he did, and then he woke me up. He's like, "Can I wear a costume?" And I'm like, "Am I me? I don't give a fuck." And so I put him in the costume, and I said, "I'm only gonna put you in this costume if you wear it to the event." And he did. He wore it to the event the entire day. And it was great. But then he also needed my deck because he didn't have one. And so I borrowed Kiki. That's the
There we go.
story.
That's the story.
We've redacted so many
And,
things from that story.
You know, that's him wearing the cosplay for the
Exactly.
whole day. There's a lot of things that shouldn't be
Exactly,
mentioned
exactly.
on YouTube on that.
Yeah, we won't talk about the
From that
rumors that circulated
period.
because of that. Oh my god. Horrible rumors. None of them were true.
No.
No, it
It
was
was
a
a great
great
time,
time.
though.
I
Enjoy-
loved it. My boyfriend broke up with me that weekend. Oh, it was great. It was great. Main reason why I had so many parties.
Yeah. But, you know,
I think it doesn't
kind
matter.
of based on how things turned out with him, like, I
I
think
think it doesn't matter.
it was like a blessing in disguise. Yeah.
So, do you have any future
How do I
prospects?
segue to the next question?
I just start crying again and reading the next question.
I just ask myself my own questions.
You know, speaking of a better future, like, what hopes do you have for the future of cosplay
Yeah.
and Flesh and Blood?
Yeah, that was a good one.
I don't see into the future anymore. I think looking into the future and what I want to do and what my goals are deafening to what I am right now. They are hindering on what I can be in the moment. And so personally, my future, I have no idea. And I think that's good to just have no idea. I think it's good to live in the moment, at least for a little bit. But for the future, I just want it to be bigger. I want it to be more organized. I want it to be less serious. I feel like there are a select few people, and I was honestly, I was guilty of this as well for a long time, and it me being so serious about cosplaying and about competing made me bitter, and it made me lose friendships, and it was damaging to nobody but myself, and it hurt nobody. It hurt other people, but it mostly hurt myself. And I feel like people need to be less serious. I feel like people need to have a little bit more fun. I think they need to remember that this is a hobby. You don't gotta be a dick about it. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, stop being so bitter and mean. Stop being so mean. Like, what do you gain? What do you gain from being in the back, waiting to be judged, and staring at everybody and not talking to anybody and having a shit grin on your face? What do you gain from that other than looking like an asshole? Sorry for cursing so much, but like also, you're like, I understand that it's serious and this is a competition for you and this is a competition for me and this is a competition for everybody else. But what do you gain for being bitter? Nothing. You gain nothing. And I gain the satisfaction of knowing that I am making you bitter just for being here. So let's think about that. Harp on that. And then the next time I see you, don't give me that shit grin. Sorry.
I feel like I just got scolded and I'm
But
not
no,
even in
I'm
this
sorry.
competition.
I'm like
I'm pre-yelling at you.
Pre-yelling at me
I'm
for
yelling-
Vegas.
Pre-yelling.
This is how, like,
Like, all right, guys.
you're gonna have, like,
if
a little
I see
meeting
any
before
of
you judge the event and you're just gonna go into the spiel.
Like, just know, she's gonna pull up this episode and click play on that part.
No,
Click
but
play.
I just
Ring King.
in
Wrong
summary, I
part.
do feel like when we're leaning on, when I say I want to lean more towards professionalism, I am leaning more toward professionalism, but also don't take it so seriously to the point where it's ruining your life. Because I was in the don't take it so seriously to the point where it's ruining your life,
Yeah.
it's ruining your friendships, and it's ruining your personal social life. That's not where you're going to want to go. Professionalism and taking it seriously are two very different things that can intertwine. But if they intertwine, that's when you're at your gold, like the gold zone. If you are separating them, it's not it. It's not it.
No, I mean we joked, but like I do think there's a lot of truth and value in what you said. Like that is just I don't know. I don't take myself very seriously just as a person and most things.
Yeah.
I feel like I totally agree. And it kind of went
If you act like that
went through
way,
the same
honestly,
thing
I
too,
also
right?
feel
And
like
if you act that way,
for the
you get
future,
really burnt out
it's
really
just a little word of
fast
advice.
if you just
I
take
think
it
more
too
people need to
seriously.
learn how to
And
lose.
It's just not fun.
I think that's also another thing. I think you need to learn how to lose gracefully, which is something I also had to learn for a little bit. Like I had to sit back and say, why am I crying on this hotel hallway floor? Why am I crying? I got second place and I'm crying. Like, no. You still beat like a bunch of other people and you're crying because you didn't win. That's so toxic. And it's so embarrassing. Like, it's so embarrassing. For me. Sorry, I'm talking about myself right now. Sorry. I embarrassed myself. But anyways, you need to learn how to lose. Like, it's easy to know the feeling of winning, but you need to teach yourself how to lose gracefully. And I think that is one thing that we all need to learn. If you don't place in something, or you don't get the placements that you want, or if you only got top 4, which first of all, top 4 is still very good. Top 4 is still a very good thing to strive for. But if you get off that stage and you're like, I didn't do good enough, you are only hurting yourself. Stop that. Literally stop that. Because you're only hurting yourself. I understand that it might be disappointing. I have lost more than I have lost and won at the same time. But yeah, like I have had moments where I've like won the entire thing, but I'm like, I don't think I deserved it, or I don't think that this was correct, and this and this and this, and I feel like I could have done better. I won the entire thing. It doesn't matter. Or I'm like, oh, I didn't win, but I feel like I did everything perfectly. Well, they didn't think so. And honestly, the only thing you're doing is hurting yourself. Learn how to win gracefully. I learned how to lose gracefully as well.
And if you're struggling with that, there's an article online
That part.
written by me about
Link
how
in
to
the bio.
take losses gracefully. Just coincidentally. From like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's like, that statement rings particularly true, like, in most aspects of life, not just in like cosplay or even not just in Flesh and Blood. But like, yeah, you're not always going to meet your expectations. So it's pretty important to kind of not take those too hard or take those too personally, and not let it affect your outside relationships. Or inner relationships even. All your relationships. Don't let it affect your relationships.
I've yelled at my boyfriend way too many
Just
times.
don't be shit. Valid.
Me.
I'm just now staring at your cat. I'm sorry.
She hates me. She hates me. She hates me. She hates me.
No. And they're unrolled.
So before we get into listener questions, we have quite a few. Do you have any projects that you'd like to?
I will be right back.
You can say no.
What do you mean? Sorry,
I
I don't prepare for these things.
I think this is a first.
Look, even if you did prepare for this, like, I'm still of the opinion that we would gone off the rails regardless. So, you know, we're okay.
That I made. I can do that. Oh, no, that's fine.
We're definitely not cutting.
Yeah, we're just leaving this here. This is gonna be a blank screen.
Yeah, it's a blank screen.
We should have like put Carolina's cat like on camera during this period, and like waiting music in the background kind of thing.
All right, so this is a jacket that I just made. I am doing a cosplay that is 100% recycled material, and this the jacket that I have upcycled from a different jacket. If I can get up.
That jacket's cute.
But it's like a cute little cropped jacket. Cutie patootie with some fur. And I made this sleeves. And this is a fully painted, so it's leather, but it was gray before, and now it's brown.
That's really cute.
And girl, yes.
Are you going to the Narnia convention?
This is for the Narnia convention. But yeah. This is made out of Aslan's
I remember when
fur.
Aslan wears that jacket. Yeah.
Yeah, I skinned him.
Yeah.
Upcycled material. Anyway,
Upcycle material.
no, it's lion.
It's not real leather.
Anyways. Yeah, that's for a costume that I'm making. I have a bunch of 3D prints going on right now. I only have one 3D. Hello? Here.
Oh, what just happened?
This recording is.
Where do I know?
What?
Happens? No, please cut it. No, please don't cut it.
I really don't want to cut anything from this episode.
I don't know where you are anymore.
This is
Because I tried to fix it.
the black
happened?
street.
Anyways.
We found you.
Oh, there.
Yeah, I'm
there we
making
go.
that. So depending
Just
on
that.
when this is coming out, I have a bunch of 3D prints going right now.
I don't know.
I have a slow 3D printer, and I only have one, so it's gonna take me a little bit, but that should be ready by the end of May, hopefully 20-something of May. I only have about a few weeks left, but that's gonna be a really fun cosplay that is not fab related. So if you watch this video and honestly watch back and I tell you where it's from, you'll understand where it's from. Like, duh, Stacy. But yeah.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
A special
Normally we
guest.
have like a special guest kind of
What
segment.
do you mean?
We did not prepare one this time. No, like a special segment. Like we usually have like a guest specific segment on each episode. For whatever reason, like we try anyway. We didn't. But just as a random thought. Do you still have the swing menu open?
Okay. Okay, it's closed.
If you do, close it. Close it.
Close the swing menu. This is off the cuff.
I'm going to name a drink
Okay.
and an ingredient, and you're gonna tell me if it's in the drink or not. So, for example, if I say the Waikiki,
No.
does it have coconut cream? Do you want
Said
to
it-
give it a go, Elaine, since you're
No,
already
I said
here as well?
yes. I said obviously.
Oh, I'll say yes then.
It does.
50-50.
Didn't get that. Didn't get that. Oh shit. Sorry.
Did you?
Because I said
I did not-
obviously.
no,
and
I was
everyone
caught that.
was
I
silent.
see that.
We heard you
So
emphatically say no, and then that was it.
No. You like yelled no, and that was out.
This is a rigged. This is rigged.
Maybe
No.
you're like camera glitched because from our POV, you just like sat there like, and then went.
No,
Oh.
the worst part as well is that the recording that we're seeing right now, like the actual recording is better quality and skips less than what we're seeing right now. So when we like post this, it's going to have
This is
Caroline saying
rigged.
obviously and us just being like,
Rigor Mortis,
da-da-da-da.
girl.
Me saying, I'll see yes. Getting it right. That's so funny.
so
Next question.
Okay.
does the Jolly
No, I
Elf,
think it would contain.
the Jolly Elf, does it
peppermint.
contain mint?
This ain't no mojito. Also, I think mint is also out of season
Okay.
in
And
Christmas
Elaine?
time. Mm,
Oh, I'll say yes then.
snaps.
Yeah, it doesn't contain
What?
mint.
Oh. Well, what the fuck is that?
It doesn't contain peppermint either, for what it's worth.
And those Mormons don't know
Um,
what Christmas is.
Yeah, the Jolly Elf is Mountain Dew, passion fruit, strawberry puree, and fresh
They don't have
orange.
the Christmas spirit in their body.
I mean, I don't. Why am I looking at a
Do
Christmas
Mormons celebrate
menu?
Christmas?
But I am. Okay.
I don't know if they celebrate
Does
Christmas the same
the
way that
Texas?
like other people celebrate Christmas.
Yeah,
or
they're
they
very
celebrate it a
Christian,
different way.
right?
Mormons, chime in the
I would
comments.
think, yeah.
I wouldn't know, to be honest.
I think so. I'll Google it while Kiki asks the next question.
Does the tropic?
Why did I Google, do you celebrate Christmas? Okay, I'll Google better while Kiki asks the question.
I don't know. Do you
Does the
celebrate
tropic contain orange? Yeah, I do.
No,
For what
I
it's
would say
worth.
no. Okay. No, I'm so good at swing. I'm so good at swing.
That's correct. The tropic is lemonade, mango, passion fruit, and vanilla cream. Does
Yes, they do celebrate Christmas. They primarily rely on the, I guess, the Bible for
Is
Christmas
Santa in the Book of
narratives.
Mormon?
Also acknowledge relevant accounts in the Book of Mormon and celebrate similar to other Christians.
there we go.
Do
I
I just don't know.
I don't.
Do Mormons
I'll Google
believe in
that
Santa?
while-
Yes.
do you believe in Santa?
Also, by the way, this is no hate to the
I-
Mormon and Jesus of Latter-day Saints community.
doubt
I respect you and
There is.
I respect your religion. I'm just curious. Sound off in the comments.
We're educating.
Yeah. No, not in the Book of Mormon, but Mormons.
Well, yeah, because he's on a Coke
apparently
bottle.
Do celebrate
He's
Christmas,
iconic to them.
including Santa Claus, as part of their holiday
There we
tradition.
go.
They love that Coca-Cola.
And they love soda, is what I figured out today. Found out today. Love their sodas.
I didn't really know.
I think Mormons
too
are allowed
much
to be gay
about,
now.
Mormons, I guess, aside from what I just see.
I think that's
on
a
social
thing. I
media.
Yeah.
think they might be allowed to be Mormon.
Good on them.
Really good.
Next swing drink, please.
Are you gay?
Yes. Are you
The next quick drink. Okay, so this one is actually flesh and blood related.
What?
The Riptide. Does the Riptide contain Mountain Dew?
I would say yes because it's green, but also it's probably not.
Does
It's
Riptide have
probably
Mountain
something
Dew?
blue. Wait, Baja Blast Mountain Dew or regular Mountain Dew? I would say yes.
Just regular Mountain Dew.
Ew. I think I
that
thought
sounds
about
right.
Riptide
Contains
and how it's
Sprite.
ugly and green.
It's
and,
Sprite,
you know, a little
cranberry,
sporish,
raspberry
and so I
puree,
was like,
and fresh
Mountain
lime.
Dew. Actually,
Yeah.
there are many gay people
Yeah,
active in the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints who live
It feels
the
like
law
a
of
Riptide
It
chastity,
does,
for
yeah.
meaning
sure. Mountain Dew.
meaning no
We should
sexual
do what
contact
is
outside
everyone's
of
favorite
marriage.
soda?
Interesting, but there are still gay people. There are many people that choose to break the law but continue to attend church and are welcome just as any other person would be.
Mm.
But same-sex marriage is
people don't
not
know, I
allowed
guess.
in the LDS church.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you guys know that there's a Mormon college, like a full Mormon college called
Mhm.
BYU? Yeah.
So,
Like a whole.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, BYU. I watched a lot of videos about BYU.
Guys, I'm not
Anyway.
Mormon.
I feel like you should have done like a Mormon a segment
Oh
for
my God.
Carolina.
Mormon talk.
It's
Wait, if
gonna
we're
have
on
to
the
be, like,
topic of
Mormon
Mormon talk,
talk,
have
like,
you seen
on,
like
Like
in the title?
the bio.
the
the description.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? Yeah. No, I got a little into it. This is why I'm on like a little bit of a
I've
Mormon
seen
kick.
trailers.
I've seen
I'm just getting in. I'm
clips,
like
yeah. Kinda
reading a lot of it.
wild.
Salt Lake City is incredibly
Mhm.
crazy. Like, it's not crazy. Like, they don't do crazy things there. It's just like when you go there and you're like, this looks like a giant fake city. This
I've
is a
been
fake
there.
city. Nothing of it. It's like propaganda. It's a propaganda city. No offense. It's just like when I went there, I'm like, this
Okay.
this is not a real place.
No offense
I
if
don't
you live in
think
Salt
it's
Lake
real.
City.
I think that skyscraper is cardboard. But anyways,
Mm.
I don't actually think it's not real. It's just the way that I felt. It's just I felt that way. It's
Getting
the
into
way that I felt.
conspiracy territory.
Anyways,
Tinfoil
there's
theories
this
of
one-
Carolina.
Exactly. There's this one TikTok of one of the Mormon wives, and I guess her child
Okay.
that was
Your feelings are
her
valid.
baby that had to be in the NICU. The baby was in the NICU, but she had to, keep her. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. My camera's dying.
What's a NICU?
It's the ICU for
Right.
babies, infant,
Okay.
newborn ICU. I think it's natal ICU. That's what it actually says.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Neonatal ICU, is that a
Maybe.
thing?
Me
I have to
neither.
admit, I've not had a child, so I'm not as familiar with this. Not that I think you've had a child either.
I've never had a child. Let's say that would imply that I've had a child. Neonatal intensive care unit. Yeah, it's neonatal ICU. I've not had a child either. I've had
I've
a
had
lot of
several
I've had
children,
siblings
actually.
that I've had kids.
My mind would be blown
And
if you're like,
friends
yeah, I've
that
had a
have had
child.
kids.
Considering
Sorry,
that we've
camera
been
was dying.
talking for like 2 years.
No.
Well, I've never had a child, so. Okay, so her baby was in the NICU, but she had to
What's
keep
NICU? I
up
say
with
at the
her
answer.
TikTok.
Well, I've
And
never
so
had
she
a
made
child,
a TikTok
so-
dance giving an
I wouldn't know
update on her baby who was in the NICU. Baby right here in the little bassinet thing. She goes, boom, 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 boom. Full TikTok dance with her baby right here in the NICU. And they're like, oh, he almost died, but he's getting better. I swear. Full TikTok dance. I'm not fucking with you. Not fucking with you. Pull that up in post. I swear to God, I am not going insane. It's an insane TikTok.
Secure the bag.
Also, I'm pretty sure her husband is
Yeah.
gay. Almost 100% sure her husband is gay. In Egypt, your husband is gay.
Denial is a river in Egypt. Okay. That's okay. Okay. I think we have some listener questions.
Yeah. We have some listener questions.
That was good.
This first one comes from Greg C. Shanty Senior.
What you call me?
Apprentice at Bluesky.social. Bitchy, what's your favorite material and least favorite material to work with when creating?
It's your name on socials.
It's literally your name.
The question is addressed to you. But, like, when I copy pasted it, I'm like, I'm not editing this. This is too funny.
Yeah.
What's your
I
favorite
would
material
say-
and least favorite material
This
to work
changes
with when
every time
creating a
somebody
cosplay?
asks
It's
me.
a question.
It used to be wire,
There's
then it
also
was
a bonus
clay
question,
felt,
but
then it
we'll
was
get to that.
EVA
after
foam.
this one.
Right now it is upholstery fabric. I love working with upholstery fabric and going to upholstery fabric stores, going to the aisles where it's like, these are definitely intended to be couch fabrics or outside patio fabrics for like reupholstering different chairs and stuff like that, and turning it into clothing. That's my number one thing that I've been doing lately, especially because Joann's is closing. I've been going to a lot of fabric stores. That is my favorite place. If you have an upholstery fabric store anywhere around your city and you are desperately searching for a new place that isn't Joann's, go to these local fabric stores. Even if they're not intended to be clothing, do it.
I buy
curtain fabric.
Yeah, I buy all of
Curtain
my fabric
fabrics
when
are
I cosplay. I
beautiful.
always go to like
Yeah.
Goodwill or Salvation Army or like some kind
Exactly.
of just like secondhand store, and
Yeah.
I buy.
Like if you're
I go to
going
the
for something
curtains,
more
and
like
I buy curtains.
Rococo era,
That's where I get
Renaissance
all
era,
of my
go to
fabric.
Goodwill.
It's like
They have
$2.
beautiful
and you
curtain
get, like,
fabrics that you
two
can find
big
there. There's actually
curtains
a
worth of
cosplayer
fabric. Like
on
it's
Instagram.
amazing.
Their at is who is Jalea. Most of her costumes are Warbler bodysuits and fabrics that she finds at Goodwill, and they are gorgeous. Gorgeous. She is really good at teaching you how to upcycle items, turning things that are not supposed to be into something that is. I love turning upholstery fabrics into jackets or pants or all of my Marlin cosplay made from upholstery fabrics. Everything but the pants are made from upholstery fabrics because I needed the pants to be like legging material. That's the only reason. But all of that blue leather, upholstery leather, does not stretch. Was horrible to work with, but it worked. And it worked beautifully. My entire jacket is actually a upholstery. I'd like to say it was a wool. It was like wool adjacent. So it's a little scratchy, which is why I had to line it with a softer material. That softer material is I'd like to say velvet. It still is an upholstery fabric. It is not fully velvet, but a little bit more on that velveteen feel. Very, very soft and very hot. Honestly, it's such a hot jacket. Like it holds in my heat. I sweat a lot. But yeah, no, go use upholstery fabrics. And least favorite material currently, PLA. I hate 3D printing. Not me. I'm a caveman. Can't do computers. Can't do it. Can't model for shit. I can't model for shit. Okay? Tried. Made a little cup. It's cute. Took me 3 days to make that cup. 3 days. It was this big. God. Anyways, but yeah, I'm getting better at that, but it's my least favorite material. My 3D printer has gone through like 3 rolls of PLA just to make one cuff for this jacket that I am making. Yeah, it is so I'd like to say nerve-wracking and depressing. I made a goldfin harpoon for my Marlin cosplay, and because my 3D printer messed up so many times, I wasn't able to take it to London. But I have a full goldfin harpoon just in my closet. Oh, can I show you that? I'd love to show you my goldfin harpoon. It's not put together anymore, but I will show you the... Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you should just bring it out now.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, my room, like my craft room's downstairs. Did you fall? Is it when you fell?
While we're waiting, did I tell you that like I was struggling to walk for 2 days after recording the spoiler stuff?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I injured my
So
foot.
it's not put together anymore, but I will show you my tip.
Oh yeah, you did say you hurt yourself.
Yeah. Wait, I don't think it was when I like
And this
fell
is my
to the ground.
harpoon that I never
think it's
finished.
when I fell off the propeller.
Yeah, it took a few days to model because we modeled it ourselves, but yeah.
Mhm.
And it during the printing process, I'm not sure why we went through like 3 different printings, but it has like
wow, that's really nice.
these like jagged edges.
That's
It
so
might be
awesome.
something in the way that we modeled it, or
That's really cool.
it has to be something in the way that we modeled it that's not showing up. That is unintentional. We printed this 3 different times, and it kept doing this, and we kept going into we don't use Blender.
Oh, so is that not intentional?
So our flash, like to put it into my 3D printer, we use Flash Print because I have a Flash Forge, and then I am not remembering the software that we use, but we don't use Blender. Me and Matt both we go in together and we go into the same file and we like work on it together and we like move things, which is like, couples bonding kind of, but also I yell at him, so not great couples bonding. Anything it's tearing down. Yeah. if me and Matt ever break up, it's because of 3D printing. I will say that right now. But
That's still
yeah.
part of the bonding.
But yeah, I made this, and then it didn't finish in time. Like, I didn't get my pegs in, so there's supposed to be like little pegs that like helped it go in and out, and I just didn't finish it. But maybe I'll bring it to Nats. But also, she has a weapon that's like incredibly cool. Now it's like a full bow. It's not a death dealer. No, she has a really cool weapon out right now. I'm not sure if it's like out officially, so I probably won't talk about it. But it's cool. It's cool.
The death dealer?
Did they?
No.
Did they actually? I don't want to like talk about it, and if it's not actually official, because I saw one picture and then nobody talked about it.
They've spoiled 2 weapons for her. Like,
oh, yeah, so I played spoiled on piss me off for sure. Piss me off. We won't go into that because then I'll start yelling at people.
Oh right, this might have been like when they accidentally spoiled a bunch of things. By that I mean someone.
Anyway.
Yeah, little ridges on the tip of the yeah.
No.
Let's not talk about ridges on the tip and then used.
We don't need to see how.
You know, like the little ridges on the tip of the harpoon thing. You can just play. You could play it off as like it's been used.
Are we
like,
going
you know, like
like
you've already like
K-pop,
it's battle
Western
war,
boy bands? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Put some blood in it. Okay.
Objectively the best,
question.
yes, but also
who's the objectively best boy band?
Because K-pop is where you're gonna see the most polished boy bands. If
there's no specification,
K-pop?
So
I mean,
it says just
if you were
objectively
more
the best.
on the line of Western boy bands are the elite, or if you're more on the line of, well, obviously K-pop is more elite since they train for longer. But they're both
objectively the best boy band.
Prefabricated groups that are created by machines. I'm going into it. This is They're both just prefabricated groups that are created by big machines and big companies, and they are intended to provoke the
why am I like sweating
provoke
right
the
now?
younger
It's a
audience
tense
and
question.
teenagers.
I just care a lot about it. Yeah, I'm like, this is really.
I grew up loving boy bands. If you were to ask me this when I was 15, I was not a One Direction fan or a BTS fan. I was a really big fan of 5 Seconds of Summer, and yeah. No, like I was a huge 5 Seconds of Summer fan.
Wait.
My Twitter
I was never a BTS
5 Sauce fan account,
not my K-pop
and I have met
of choice.
so many.
I was a big one.
Like most of my really big longtime friends I met through the 5 Seconds of Summer.
I need to know who your favorite member was.
5 Seconds of Summer fandom community. And like I will never forget my little teeny bopper going to 5 Seconds of Summer concert, going to different concerts with my friends, like my internet friends that my parents thought were fake people, even though we all met them. Like I met all of them in person. Like I will never forget that. But I wouldn't say that they're a boy band. I would say that they are like, what is a boy band? What is a boy band? If we're really on them, because like, yeah, it's like if they play instruments, are they still considered a boy band or just a band? Because I feel like boy band is dancing. Boy band is not singing. Boy band is dancing while you sing, not playing the instruments while you're playing real music, like music. But live.
Or they just a
so
band.
like okay, so like singing and dancing. So 5 Sauce is all they did.
Yeah. I reckon we go with that definition.
Okay, so here's the thing. I had an obsession with
so 5 Sauce is
eliminated
because of
this.
Well, first I do need to know who your favorite
my
5
main
Sauce
was Callum, who's from New Zealand.
First I do need to know.
Loved Callum. Oh, I loved Michael. I loved him, even though he had, you know.
Oh, Callum. I was a Michael girl.
That was me. So like,
I was actually
that was me. So I've been to three.
Until
I think it was three
till I
Five
went
Soft
to like
concerts.
the
One of them was like
concert, and when they
whatever,
all came
rock
out
out
on
with
the
your
stage,
socks
I was
out,
so excited to
lawn,
see Luke,
like
and they
outside
walked out,
venue,
and something
whatever.
was just like
It's not super close.
that one.
But my second
Michael.
one sounds like, feels
And
like.
I never
Hold
looked
on.
back.
I had
never looked back.
VIP sound check. I was there at 7 a.m. with my friends, and we waited outside, and it was an amazing experience. Like we had our own little thing, but here's the thing: we were second row for that sound check, and all of them came out and they started singing, and I went, oh my god, like all just like quiet. And then they're all sitting in a row, and Callum's right there, and I said, look uninterested, and I went. Oh, I was like, he wants me so bad. Oh, I saw Callum. I was like, oh my god, he wants me so bad right now. He wants me so bad. No, I did not. I think
because it works, right?
Well, I mean, we're still on the topic, but I would say, objectively, if we're talking about the 2010s era, it would be One Direction.
All right. Sorry
But if we're going more down
So
the late
who's objectively-
2010s,
Oh, but we still have to
early
answer the
2020s,
who's objectively the best boy band?
boy-band-wise,
Wait.
I would say is BTS. It really depends on what the era. Objectively, there is no best boy band of ever. Because if you're going off of different eras and different generations, there is a best boy band for every generation that fits that generation. Because I'm not going to say that, One Direction is the best boy band when they disbanded in early 2010, like mid 2010.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. But then also, if we're going to talk about who has the best longevity, I would say One Direction is the best boy band to produce incredibly talented individuals, because I do
I'm not ready to face that
feel
reality.
like their music, personally, allegedly, is objectively better than BTS's solo music. And that's just me. That's just me saying it because I'm a big Harry Styles fan, love his music. I go to his concerts a lot, like when he had them. Yeah, before he disappeared. Now he wears the same outfits everywhere and goes to Pilates in the same fucking clothes, and then you find him at the Pope ceremony. Like, why was he there? Why was he there wearing the same damn hat?
I say when he
in
before he
Japan?
disappeared.
But he's like, have you noticed that he's wearing the same outfit? He's just wearing the same outfit. Like, girl, take a shower. Girl, take a shower.
The Pope,
but like
the Pope, yeah.
7 days. 7 days.
Where was he like running a race in like
who
Japan?
that is by, but it is by a BTS member. One of my favorite.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs of last summer.
Everywhere. Like, what is going on? And it's like
so like it really just depends on eras.
Out.
I do feel like if we're going longevity wise, it is One Direction. If we're going by eras, it's One Direction in the early 2010s, mid 2010s, and then mid 2010s onward is BTS.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to the Stray Kids and Hyphens fans, but personally, it's BTS. Now, if we're going on girl groups, this is a whole different ballgame, because I like girl groups more than anything, and that is a 3-hour conversation.
Mm-hmm. They kind of have the bigger global appeal.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah. We have 3 more questions. 3 more.
Girl never.
Questions.
Girl never. Actually, maybe. Maybe I should do that.
Before geeking.
Okay, imagine.
Anyway,
kitty cat.
So the next one comes
from
me,
kitty cat.
Balda guy
Flick
at
back
Bob
wig.
Flynn
Little
from Twitter.
Little tiny.
When
little,
is
tiny
Bimbo
little number
Riptide
like
happening?
Flick back wet, like with the little 1920s flapper era slick back down.
Don't forget your Mountain Dew.
Bra that is red leather with some rivets. Hold on, the tiniest little apron. Because obviously she's wearing a thong bikini all green.
Mhm.
Hold on, black smoky eye. Huge net. Huge net. The biggest net you've ever seen. I might do it. I might do it. I might do it. Oh, yeah, black fishnets. Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
No, I would say no. I wouldn't do big boots.
Yeah.
No. I wouldn't do big boots.
I see
Wait,
that.
no,
I
Would you
because
see
he
carry
is
it
wearing
through with
boots in the art,
fishnets
isn't
to
he?
kind of match that?
Thigh high. Actually, no. I do.
Yeah.
I would do knee high, not thigh high, because we're ladies.
Like big boots.
Knee high platform.
A man in the
matte
net?
black pleasers. Pleaser boots. But matte black, not that shiny.
Yeah,
Not that shiny.
because he's
shit.
like a
Yeah.
butcher as well, right? Like,
He's like a
And the
butcher.
young art?
Steal that. Honestly,
I think.
if any cosplayer wants to steal that from me, go
I think
do
so.
it. Do it.
Right.
Could be the short.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Oh. I was supposed to say I have red pleasers, but they're.
there we go. Should that be
Good
the
one.
short? Um,
That could be a short.
it could be. There's a lot of things to work with here. Whether I remember them before I have
You're
to
going on a
rewatch
journey.
everything. to
I'm
try to
on a
find something?
tripod. It's wireless.
Probably not. The next question comes from Abhinav Jha
Oh god, it's horrible right now.
at
Okay.
AJA _ 0207 from Twitter. What do you do with the
Nice
cosplays after
stuff.
you're done? Do
All
you
right,
hang them
this
like
is my
they're
graveyard.
superhero costumes?
Hold on.
Oh, we're going on a
Let me
journey.
move it down.
Say, where are we taking somewhere?
No.
Going
no,
on
this
a
is the
trip in our
graveyard.
favorite rocket ship.
This is the graveyard, okay? So, this is all this.
And
It's in three.
This is like an episode on
bins,
T Cribs, like, you know. Like,
Okay.
Yeah,
We're in-
we're
it's
really
in
good.
Where's
three
the
bins.
crystal?
We're
You
really
can see
good.
that. There's my old mannequin. Yeah. There's a shit ton of comics behind me
That
as
does
well.
not look like superhero style.
Yeah, this is my this used to be an actual room with a bed, and then I turned it into a storage room. But yeah, like there's there's my helmet
Yeah.
right over there. There's some shoes that we don't talk about anymore. There's a Back to the Future hoverboard up there.
Even the
Portal
mannequin looks like
gun, a bunch of other shit, and a bunch of
Dead.
Marvel comics, like a bunch of them. But like, yeah,
It's like the most disheveled.
like some, yeah, but like, yeah, there's like a shit ton of stuff. So the reason why I put them in bins, I don't really hang them up, is because I don't really rewear a lot of things. So what I do is I put them in the bins, and whenever I need them, I take them apart. I use them for, you know, like patterns and stuff like that. And so I do like to reuse a lot of my costumes and just like re-up them. So I don't really like to throw things away, but I
this
do
is
like to put them in bins.
unhinged, but like exactly what I'd expect from you.
Storage. But yeah. Going on. Goddamn. Okay.
Storage.
Yeah.
And we will wait for you to get back to your seat.
It's the tripod. It's the Joby. Shout out the
We just have
Joby.
one more. Well, two more listener questions from the same person.
That was strangely efficient, not gonna lie. Like, that was
Yeah.
more smooth than I expected that to go.
Woo! Emoji.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, our last listener is someone who asks questions every week. We love and appreciate them. This is Alex at deviled eggs with a 3.bsky.social. Thregs.
So, do you want to?
Hi, Carolina and Kiki and Elaine. Emoji.
Okay.
For
so
the cosplayers.
Well, my
It's the
first
swirling
skill
hearts
was
around a
armor-making,
content face
but
emoji.
very small, in very,
For the
very small
cosplayers,
scale.
what was the first skill you learned for
Because most of my
cosplay?
costume was
What
in
was the
a
most
stretch
frustrating?
material. Like
Layered
I
armor has been
grew up
kicking my
learning
butt.
how to use stretch material and sew stretch like lycras and stuff like that. So whenever someone was like, "Well, I've never used it
Yeah, go first.
You're the guest.
because it's hard," I'm like, "It's not hard. I learned when I was 6." I think most of the people that don't want to use stretch material is because they're scared of it puckering. But just go with the flow and it'll be better. But first skill was armor making, but the hardest skill I would say was learning how to braid rope. I'm really bad at knots. And I've had to do knots for the last 3 costumes and learn how to like do Chinese knots and stuff like that. And it's only for small details, so nobody really gets to see them. But yeah, I braid my own rope now, but it's so annoying. Like, just buy a rope, girl. Just buy the rope at this point. Like, it's so annoying. It's like, okay, it's pretentious almost in a way as well. I'm just like, okay, girl, congratulations, you braid your own rope. But also like, it's hard as hell. And bragging rights, braid your own rope. Yeah. It's so not worth the effort. It's so not worth it. Like, it took me 3 days to learn how to do a Chinese lotus knot. Nobody saw it. What was the point? No, because I've already been on my gripe about 3D printing, but also, yes, 3D printing, it sucks, but it is useful. It sucks to learn. It's super hard. It's frustrating, yeah. But what's more frustrating?
Yeah, just buy one.
Because it is useful. So it's worth it.
Yeah,
What's more frustrating is it
That's
being
interesting.
hard.
I thought you would have said 3D
and then
printing,
on top of that, it not
tiny
being worth it.
ropes.
You know? Like, it's hard, yeah, but it's worth it. But if it's hard and not worth it, that's what's frustrating to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Elaine, on to you.
First, like, cosplay related skill is definitely like sewing. Like, I took sewing for like 8 years when I was younger, but that wasn't like for cosplay. That was just like my mom just wanted me to know how to sew, so she put me in sewing classes as a child. But like specifically for cosplay, I don't even know if this is a skill, but like sometimes when I need to like sculpt things, I sculpt with hot glue. It's like hot glue sculpting. Like I just like build up the hot glue until it dries, and then I kind of like shave it down and shape it that way. Like I just prefer to sculpt things with hot glue. Like some of the like antlers for my embodiment and stuff I did with hot glue. All the icicles when I did Icelander, I did with hot glue. I like to sculpt with hot glue. Most frustrating. I don't
know.
Foam.
I think
really
it was
hate
my
working
brain.
with foam.
I think I'm doing it telepathically now.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Like the way that Rachel is able to do everything with foam really blows my mind. I'm like, I don't know how she does that.
No.
I do not have foam skills.
How did you thumbs up just then?
Well, obviously, Katsu would flop. He's a fucking flop.
No, you were just like, I am in agreement. Foam sucks.
So flop, obviously.
Okay.
Also,
This is
most
kind
men
of a
flop
fun
at the Met Gala
question
anyway, so like not
end
surprised.
We can't get too carried away.
Bravo
though.
would flop
This is
because he'd be
already
more
been an hour
like
and a half recording.
self-interested on
But
his
for
sex appeal. He's
everyone,
like, oh, well,
which hero would
I need to
absolutely
be naked
slay
on.
at the Met
He's like, I need
Gala,
to be
and who
shirtless
would
on the
flop?
on the carpet.
Can't wait to see
And the
most of y'all at NAC
theme is like, purity. You know, it's like some shit like that.
out the gate.
He would not be on theme. Like, he would not be on theme. He'd be stinky, and he'd not be on
I
theme.
think Bravo would flop.
Like, you know that man sweats. Like, he's stinky. Like, he's like one of those handsome guys that like stinks. Gross.
Right. Like he wouldn't be wearing like just a
Like,
black
you just
suit,
smell
but whatever he
gross.
was wearing is like
Yeah.
just not on theme.
But on the Islander would be amazing at the Met Gala. I think we would have high expectations for New, but she would do horribly.
I
She would
feel like
disappoint
he's
us.
stinky in the sense that like he
Catastrophically.
is one of those people that like smells like Axe body.
Aurora would be
way too
so
Oh, that's
good
worse.
at Met Gala.
Like,
I
that
feel
is
like
its
she has that
own
young, fresh
yeah, that's,
energy
like,
that we
you
really
don't smell like
need.
BO. Like you just,
It's
too
Sabrina
much.
Carpenter-esque, young,
Yeah.
fresh face. Let's see, I would
oh my
say.
God, so good.
I feel like Shiana is too J-Lo-esque for me. I feel like she'd just come in wearing the exact same thing
Aurora
and
would
think that it's a
slay.
serve. Yeah, like she can be anything, and honestly, it's tired. Like, you're gonna be copying everybody, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first instinct was Shiana.
Yeah.
But like,
Kinda
her whole thing is that she can
I
be
see
like
something
anything, though, right?
potentially.
Like, whoa. Something shifted. You're like, something
I
shifted.
guess that's a good point. Not enough originality.
I think Shiana. I think. Well,
Yeah.
Can I say
So,
something
in the-
potentially
it-
controversial?
honestly, in the
I
terms of,
think
like,
someone
oh,
who would show up and
Like,
absolutely
in the terms of Joey
blow
King,
me
where it's
away,
like,
kinda
oh,
like
everyone
Joey
loves to
King
hate
did
her.
with this last Met Gala.
But you kind of
and I
serve
was
with that
not
one. I think
expecting
Melody
it, would
might
Dada
be one of
Doll.
those
They would
people.
just like show up and I'd be like, whoa. I didn't even
I
think
feel
about
like
you.
it's like,
But,
oh, well,
like,
we
you
hate
really
on
did
the way
something
Melody
here.
dresses sometimes, and then
something shifted.
sometimes,
You
like,
really-
this one time she served.
Yeah.
You got that one.
I
You
think
got that
Dada
one.
Doll would like do like Joey King just did.
But, so annoying, so boring. The Harry Styles effect. Oh yeah, my man. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, it's the Harry Styles lace button up with the high waist effect. Like, he really
I do
didn't serve,
think
but my man,
Ocelia
he
would
served.
just be in a black tux. Like I just Ocelia with a bow tie, and I'd be like, oh my gosh.
He has.
But I'd be like, wow, he looks so good anyway, just because that's my man. But like he didn't show up and show out.
York.
Really.
No, not York. If I would be chop. Yeah, I really like
what,
literal D-list.
Like male
literal
Flesh and Blood
D-list.
character do we? Okay, well, first of all, I do think Arachne
Max
would
would
serve.
honestly serve.
But like maybe
yeah, like Max
Zen
or Brevin.
Who would actually really deliver out of our?
How would Fi do?
They would serve in different ways, but I think that they would serve.
No,
I think Max would
I don't
actually
think-
turn it out.
I don't think Fi's invited. Is that? Yeah.
I feel like he'd go in like a more upcycled, recycled material, a la
Mhm.
Chapel
Okay.
Roan this year, using like 500 different types of leather.
I can see that.
That would be
They're
really
both very
cool.
different, but
Like different colors leather, and
Yeah.
it would be like put together in a way that it's messy. Yeah. But
I can see that. He's definitely one of the more creative ones, at the
Yeah.
very least.
Dorinthia would go in that like old money Hollywood vibe where it's like, I'm just here because I got invited
Mhm.
because I know a million different people. But then you're not going to go with the theme because you think that you're above it. Because,
Yeah.
oh, well, I don't have to prove myself. Shut up, Dorinthia. Shut up. Girl,
I think Dorinthia
Start
would
the
just
war.
be in a pretty dress. I do think Arachne, like they would really
Start the-
serve.
Mm.
I think Vincent would be a serve.
Yeah,
Vincent would be a
exactly.
serve. Do you think she'd still have the Iron Maiden on her, though?
Oh my god, imagine Victor Goldman on the red
Yeah.
carpet. Like,
Oh, I've been thinking about doing so. I've been thinking
Get
about doing
away
a
from
Vincent
me.
cosplay,
get
but
that away
hear
from
me out.
me.
Have any of you guys watched
Start
RuPaul's
the
Drag
war.
Race this
Ooh,
last
Vincent,
season?
I do think also would be a serve.
So I would love everyone, and I'm like, put it on the screen. I would love to do a version of Vincent, but
Or she would
that is
bring it into the
inspired by
design somehow.
Susie Toots Iron Maiden.
Oh no, it would be a
Iron Maiden,
dramatic reveal of her
look
removing it
for
on
the
the
Nailed
carpet, I
for
think.
Days runway. Amazing. Oh, it's amazing. That reveal, like she comes in with the Iron Maiden, goes down the runway, walking a
Not
little
the
bit,
most recent one.
Oh, I
rip
haven't watched the last
the
season.
Iron Maiden off.
Yeah, no.
Full kitty cat bodysuit with these spikes coming out of her. Oh, it was beautiful. And I feel like a Vincent version of that would also be amazing. But I've also been thinking, Nymphia Win finale, the Nymphia Win season 17 finale look that we just saw. I feel like that, but using a doing that in a way of doing like a transcend card. I've been thinking of doing that as well. Spikes coming out of her. Oh, it was beautiful. Oh. And I feel like a Vincent version of that would also be amazing. But I've also been thinking, Nymphia Win finale, the Nymphia Win season 17 finale look that we just saw. I feel like that, but using a doing that in a way of doing like a transcend card. I've been thinking of doing that.
I'm just gonna keep on nodding until like her visuals come back.
Yeah.
Great point.
Comes back in.
No way. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I think that'd be really
100%.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bold.
Ooh. I love that. Yeah, I love that inspiration. I think that's really unique.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do we just wrap
I
it up?
guess so.
I hope we don't lose.
Oh yeah. Like, did she
Yeah.
just lose connection?
It says her files were 100% uploaded.
Okay, so like that's
so
safe at least.
let's hope that's correct. And
Here's
accurate.
hoping. So yeah. I guess you can find us on our socials. Just a quick wrap up. You can find me at kikibird.bsky.social. You can find Elaine at
Ham on tree. On everything.
Yeah.
Like bacon on bush or pork on shrubbery. Sorry, my mind just went blank. I was like, wait, what am I saying? Anyway. Thanks for the brain cell. I'll bounce it back.
and of course you can find us on Bluesky as a podcast channel. That's the at pitchperfectpod.bsky.social. And of course to keep an eye out on the Rainbow Pitch League. So that's at rainbowxpitch.bsky.social. You can find Carolina at Bitchy Valor. That's on basically everything, I'm pretty sure. You can also see her at the... She said she was judging something. I can't remember what it was. Vegas. Yeah, you can see
US
her
Nationals.
judging if you are at Nationals. Go watch the cosplay contest. Go say hi to Elaine, who's going to be doing a bunch of cosplays. And Carolina's going to be there judging. Rachel will be there doing cosplays from things. And there's probably going to be a bunch of other ones. Compete in it, don't compete in it, just do it. Be involved.
Yeah, just do it. Just be there. Oh.
Hello, welcome back.
Ah! Hello, would you like to tell the people where they can find you?
I can't hear you.
Oh no. Hello. Having your like hand up to the screen is like very like ASMR.
It is very ASMR.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, we can.
Well, I'm not sure what happened. I really hope that didn't ruin the recording. It still says an hour 41 on my end, but
Yeah. So
Yeah, it looks like it uploaded your previous video and then started a new one, is what I'm seeing on my end. Hopefully that's correct.
okay, well, as long as it kept the old, then we can just keep going.
yeah. Otherwise we're just gonna have to chat another time.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we are doing outros. Where do we find you on socials?
You can find me on Bluesky, bitchgalore.bluesky.social, or Instagram, Carolina2Alva. That's gonna be more of like a lot of my personal things. If you want to do a little personal, if you want to get like behind the scenes of most of the costumes that I make, I do post them on there. Please don't find me on Facebook. I don't find me on Facebook. My dad tags me in a lot of shit. You don't really want to see that, you know? He tags me in like he'll go out to eat and he'll post a picture and tag his like the entire family. Like tag me in everything. Okay? Like I will just flood your feed.
I can confirm.
Yes. You could also find me on unfortunately x.com, formerly known as Twitter. Yeah, you can find me under there at Bitchy Galore. I'm still on there, unfortunately. But god damn it moved.
Yeah, no,
Anyways, now
we're
I'm
still.
And that is yeah. That's where you can
Perfect.
find me.
Okay. Do you have anyone you want to shout out real quick?
Shout out this face card, honey.
Honestly, iconic.
Shout out Sacred Beauty by Beyonce, making my hair grow like crazy. Shout out the gym.
Wait, I'm gonna
Shout
need you to
out
send me the
eating.
details on that.
Shout out eating food. Shout out eating grains. Shout out dessert every other day, maybe every week. You wanna cut that? Shout out the grocery store. Shout out myself, honey. Shout out self-love.
Perfect. Beautiful. And with that, thank you very much for joining us on today's episode, Carolina. Thank you for listening to our podcast, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye.